-41.
Well,
Speech off.
hello guys. Today is, let me just check because
Speech
if
on.
I don't check,
No. Clock. Calendar. Wednesday the 12th of
it
November.
is the 12th of November, so it's Wednesday.
Settings. 1 UI. Clock. 3:09 p.m.
9 minutes after 3, and I have got some news to tell you.
My Telstra. Amazon. Voice Memo. Recorder HQ.
So
Recorder
first of
iPhone
all,
microphone.
I'm going
Settings.
to
Button.
shut this door because I'm talking to you guys on recording. I'm not talking to everyone else in real life, hearing me possibly from outside or down below the balcony level in the car park area by accident, at the same time as me consciously, no, I should say intentionally wanting people to hear my recording, to hear what I've got to say. So, while I'm at it, I'm going to do a few dishes. I am. But I'm also going to make a cup of coffee. So, yeah. Put this stuff out of the road. Put this away because I don't want myself injured. Well, not that I'm fully injured right now, but I'm going to put this up here. Later when I make a new zucchini slice. I'm going to make a new one. I'll try not to cough too much. I will try. I'm not saying I'll get it right, but I'm saying I will try not to cough too much. I will see how I go. We will see what happens. Now, I will be making a new zucchini slice later. Not now, but definitely tomorrow. Let me put this knife away so that I can't forget where it is. Because I forget where things are on my own. Where's the other beeter? Where is it? Got it. Right. So, I will be playing Swordy Quest again very soon, obviously. I'll play Swordy Quest again soon. But right now, I just want to do a discussion recording whilst I do dishes and make coffee and all this other shit. So today I had to do 2 Uber Eats orders because one was the Uber driver got most things but then marked several things off as refunded. Instead of just finding it in the store, they were lazy and marked it off as refunded. So I didn't like that. And then when they got me some milk, they didn't get me refrigerated milk, they got me long life milk. Now that's forgivable because even though I don't like long life milk, I can put it in the fridge and use it as an emergency thing, like I run out of fresh milk, so now I need to use the long life milk. So I'll forgive that. The problem is I wanted several things that the lazy tool bag marked as a refund instead of actually going to find it. So I submitted the order, I submitted a second new order and got 2 things that I wanted, and there was another item that wasn't found. So maybe the supermarket is out of stock on certain items and it's not necessarily the driver's fault. But the driver did find several things that the previous driver didn't find or chose not to look for because they're lazy. So all is forgiven for now. If said Uber driver does the same thing again, I'm going to give him a thumbs down and say, look, I forgave you the first time, now you're just being a lazy bastard, not doing your job properly, choosing to go, you know what, the butter's right there in front of my face, but I'm just going to say that I'm not going to get it for you because I know it's right there, but why don't you go to the shop and get it yourself? Well, hello Uber driver. Do you think I'm stupid enough to not figure out that if I could go to the shops myself to get it, I might not actually be using Uber right now? So, yeah, take that and smoke it. That's my first whinge. But all is forgiven for now. We'll see what happens another day. People make mistakes. Some things are a bit, you know, don't be an asshole to me or I'm going to complain about you. And some things are just, okay, you're a human being and you don't know all things and you're not Superman and you're not God. So if you do something wrong, well, you know, it's not like you planned on waking up in the morning and going, I'm going to be well, some people are like that. They wake up and they're as nasty as they can be, and that's not the same as waking up to live your best life and you make mistakes along the way. Well, okay, mistakes are mistakes, don't worry about it. Right, my next whinge. I am very, very, very angry at the moment. I am really angry. I am very pissed off right now. My health has been getting better and has come a long way since May, because January, February was a bit up and down, and then my eyes got very sore and I went really sick. I'm talking about really, really bad. I slowly recovered. Then I got several viral infections. I then recovered from those. Got some health complications about, we will say 10 or 11 weeks ago, and I slowly recovered from that for the past, as in over the next 6 weeks. And then for the past, until last week, I've been doing great. Getting better, a little bit sick here and there, but not really sick, just a bit raw. I feel run down, feel sick, I need to rest. Then I get better and I'm like, oh, okay, so my body is able to fix itself. Feel a bit sick, I'm okay tomorrow. The next day I'm back to normal, a bit run down, but don't worry about being run down. Everyone gets run down. Not exactly sick, I'm just like, all is well that ends well, I'm fine. Woohoo! Well done, I'm doing great, I'm doing great, I'm doing great. You know, 95%, there's a few things, but gee, I'm doing good. Newsflash! Newsflash! Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Oh dear. Last fucking Friday. Last fucking Friday. Guys, I thought, it's just a hay fever flare-up. It could be cold and flu symptoms. There's the risk that hay fever might not be hay fever, so if I take allergy medication, I should be right the next day. Let's just see how I go. Don't jump to conclusions. Hay fever can feel like a cold. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Might take a couple of days, but I'll be right. No. No. I treated myself the way you would. Everyone's a bit different with hay fever, but I pretty much had a rest and ate, you know, some decent food and took an antihistamine tablet and didn't go outside. You know, you do all the things to reduce an allergy flare up. Like, hey, I got hay fever, so I'm going to go outside where there's dust blowing around and I'm going to get even more hay fever. Oh, that's so fun. I'll just get more sick, hey? No, you stay inside for not too long because it does become more like social isolation. And if you just never go outside, it's a bit of a borderline on entrapment. So you do have to eventually go outside. So give and take 3 to 5 days. Maybe you quickly go outside to take rubbish to the bin and come back inside, or step outside for a minute to have a coffee, or some people smoke cigarettes, which is a bad idea when you've got any condition or no condition. But I won't debate smoking because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to debate people's choices. I'm just saying, step outside a minute. For me, it's a cup of coffee or a Pepsi Max, or just stand outside for a minute. And then I go, yep, I'm done, time to go back inside. But for the majority of the time, it's resting and sitting around inside until you feel better. Until you're supposed to be feeling better, that is. But instead, I woke up on Saturday morning and I went, oh, okay, I've definitely got a stupid cold. Oh, God, okay. Not good. But I'll just see how I go. My chest is a bit rattly and it's like, alright, that can happen sometimes, so I can't be too hard on myself, even though I wasn't happy that I didn't have just regular allergies. I developed a stupid viral infection, cold or flu, or I don't know. Just feels very similar to having a cold, but a little bit more fluid. But then I'm not deteriorating. I feel worse, then I feel better, a bit worse, a bit better. So I'm like, well, if I need medication, take it. If I need Phenergan, take some. Whatever. Just let it blow over. Then comes yesterday. My chest is still rattly. My health is not good, but I haven't deteriorated, meaning I'm not severe, like I'm sick, but not severe. I feel a bit crappy, but I'm not really terrible, you know. It's not as if I'm non-functional and, oh, I can't get out of bed and I can't eat and drink and I can't do blah, 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 blah. You know, I can't do blah, blah. I can't... You know, blah blah is, you know, sit up and stay awake. All these things you should be doing. I'm okay. I'm okay. The only thing is, I went to get a blood test done which only put a spanner in the works. Because I thought, oh, I'm probably not going to hear anything of it. I'll probably get a text or a phone call to say, you know, your blood is clear. We don't need you to see a doctor at this stage. Just come back when you need to see the doctor. Maybe come back in a couple of weeks. Go to the doctor's. Just see how you go, you know. Well, that didn't happen. I got a text message and I was told that I needed to see my doctor straight away, within the next 7 days. So, if you ring the doctors and they say, do you want a different doctor? And then you say, no, because it's about blood test results and I need to see the same regular doctor I always see because this is about a blood test. It's not just a general consult. So, you know, I can't just see a different doctor and say, hey, I've got a rattly chest and I usually see blah doctor, but I'm seeing you because blah doctor's not available and I haven't had any blood testing done yet. What am I supposed to do till I can see Dr. Blah, you know, in the next few days? It's not one of those appointments where I can do that. I've already got the test results. I mean, the test results are already in at the doctor's and I specifically have to see my regular GP. And this receptionist is a bit hopeless, but anyway, they eventually said, oh, we can only put you in for next Monday. And I thought, you know, you could just make me a priority and make me as an emergency booking and book me in for 8 a.m. tomorrow, but they wouldn't do that. So I don't know if it's because the blood test results are fully non-urgent and I still need to talk to the doctor anyway. Or are they just being hopeless and maybe I should be talking to the doctor sooner? In any case, I'm talking to the doctor next Monday and I'm very, very pissed off because so far of late, I have been handling my health really good. And I'm not waking up going, oh no, where am I? Coffee pods are there and they're getting shifted to the friggin' fucking middle of the bench. Like that, what a great idea. Oh, Jesus. So, I'm not waking up going, hey, I hope my health backs up today just to see how fun it would be to find out what's wrong with me. I'm kind of not a fucking idiot that would do that. Yeah, some people may do that because they're on drugs. They might do that because they really don't know what they're doing or even where they even are. I get it. But I'm not that fucking silly right now. I just want to wake up and get out of bed and have a good day and eventually start my home calisthenic exercise program and all of this other stupid stuff that's not happening because, yeah. Right now, I'm having a great time, not a great time, not, should I say it again, a really wonderful, not wonderful time, a not wonderful time, a fantastically not fun time. Putting my life on fucking hold until next Monday because some sneaky, dirty, filthy germ has crept up on me out of nowhere. I'm fine. I'm nearly okay from several weeks of cold and flu post complications where you don't breathe properly and cough and you get a bit of a productive cough, then it goes dry and you feel sick and then you're okay and then you're okay. I was getting over that. I'm like, oh yay, woo, good. Bang. It just hit me like a ton of bricks out of fucking nowhere. So, let's just say I'm not having a good time. Keep putting my life on hold until next Monday just to find out what the fuck is actually wrong with me. Because something's wrong. It might not be as serious as cancer or diabetes, but it's fucking not right. And yeah, I'm shocked actually because I've been doing pretty good until last week. And I'm supposed to say, yeah, my health is fantastic. I have really good, excellent health. When in reality I actually don't. It's getting better. Oh no. It was. Not it is. It was getting better until last week. You know why I'm very fucking angry right now? Yeah, so I am like really pissed off because I've been slowly getting my health back to normal and getting ready to say, right, I need to start my home calisthenic exercise program. I know a few exercises, and all it would take would be for me to ask someone, hey, I can do a list of exercises, can you tell me some new exercises that I haven't done yet? And there's some neighbours who are heavy into sports. They know a lot of exercise. And their thing is, well, we can tell you that don't do it right now because I don't want you bugging your knees up, or I don't want you to stress your chest muscles and cardio capacity too much, or this or that. No, but I was getting ready for a bit of home health and sporting activities in my home. You know, if you think sit-ups and push-ups and running on the spot and just a few exercises. But unfortunately, of course it's now on hold because I've got to wait for my bloody stupid test results. And if it's not too serious, it'll be a matter of take pills for several weeks, which I don't care, just take them. I will have to rearrange my pill boxes a little bit more. I could always get a lot of pill organisers, I guess, but I'm pretty sure 4 of them is enough. So I'll just have to reorganise my pill boxes for now. But yeah, if it's bad, even though the text message says non-urgent, I'm like, what does non-urgent even mean? Does it mean it's bad but it's fixable within 12 weeks or less? Or is it just non-urgent and it just requires me to get more checkups every so often, so every few weeks instead of every 4 or 5 months, it might be every 12 weeks instead of every, 30 weeks or something. I just don't know. I just can't figure this fucking shit out, because how can my health be going great and then out of absolutely nowhere, I'm sick? Like, I hope it's just a viral infection that'll go away by itself without treatment, apart from taking medication from time to time to make me feel better. And then if I'm not feeling too bad, I can just not take medication. But if I get a really bad flare-up of this virus, I can just take medication when I feel horrible or I haven't slept all night, so I need medication to sleep when I go to bed the next night. Stuff like that. Great. But very, very, very shocking that I was like, I'm getting back on track with my health. Let's see what happens next. Well, now I'm playing the wait and see game. The wait and see game yet again, just because my body is stupid and won't just ward off germs the natural way. It just has to wait till, my body just has to wait till I'm sick to go, oh shit, I didn't know you were getting sick. I need to set myself up to fight this off properly. Well, body, by then it's too late. If you get sick, you've got to fight the germ off, but it would have been much easier to fight it off before getting sick, idiot. But in any case, it's a bit late now. It's a little bit late to worry about that shit now. So, I'm sitting here very fucking sad, and, that's right, I can have toasties for dinner tonight. I didn't think of that. Did not think of that at all. What's that? My only concern is keeping myself well rested. Is that a guarantee of any good news? No, but I've got to keep myself well rested until next Monday, in the hopes that my health does not fuck up any further than it already has done. I absolutely love 2 litres, the 2 litre chocolate milks that I can add some of it to cups of coffee. Oh, I love it. So, I'm on day 5 of this bullshit, and I haven't taken any Panadol today, no ibuprofen today. I don't know if that means I'm getting better, or if I just haven't needed any today, and maybe I'll need some tonight, maybe I won't, maybe I'll need some tomorrow. Christ knows what the fuck is going to happen. Oh, yum. I highly recommend Nespresso coffee, of your choice obviously, with chocolate milk added. Oh, it makes it so much nicer. It is wonderful. So, I don't know if I'm going to get some decongestant medication on Friday or not. I may do. But if they say, oh, please get this cough syrup, I'll just say, no, I've tried that. It doesn't work and I can't handle it properly because it's messy and I have trouble measuring it. It's very hard. No, I can't use cough syrup. I'll see how I feel by Friday. But I'm sick of being offered medication that I really have a hard time not making a mistake when dispensing the right amount. I have a hard time with certain medications, and I'm sick of being offered stuff that's very, very visual to work with. So, assuming that I'm sick but just not as bad as yesterday, so I might be starting to get better, we'll just assume that for now. Because even if I am better by next Monday, that doesn't guarantee that I won't need medical treatment. And it doesn't guarantee that I am actually really okay. I might feel okay and I might feel like, oh yeah, I'm improving, I'm getting better, I'm okay, but that doesn't prove anything. As I found out fucking yesterday. My hand has healed up from the test yesterday. It's not as painful as it was yesterday. It's a bit sore, but I don't need Panadol and other shit to fix it. My hand is fine. So it's on the mend, and I'm happy about that. I just have to hope that my sinuses and chest between now and Monday keep on getting better. To be realistic, I should get better, but in this day and age, and with filthy diseases getting around and I'm getting older, I really can't tell you what's going to happen. I can't even tell you what's going to happen all of next week, let alone from this week over to next Monday and beyond. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I don't just mean that philosophical, because literally no one can tell you what's going to happen between now and Monday next week. So I'm kind of not, I do mean that, but I don't mean it just in that particular context. I literally mean talking's making me cough more. I literally mean in a health context that I can tell you that I'll be okay next week, but I can't guarantee it, and I can't be sure what I'll even be doing next week. Could I be out and about? Could I be sitting at home? You know, like I have to go out on Tuesday to get a new phone. I don't know if I'll be allowed to do that, which isn't good, because I don't want to cancel this appointment. I really don't want to do it. I've left my money aside so I can get this new phone, pay for the protection for the phone, eventually fix the old phone, maybe maybe a week after next I can fix the old phone. I don't know what'll happen. But God only knows, because my life's on hold now. It's on hold until next Monday. How are we meant to know if it won't be on hold for longer? I might get told some news, and then on Tuesday I'll wake up and say, oh no, I really do need to keep myself inside permanently for another 1 or 2 weeks, because oh my God. Or I might wake up on Tuesday going, yeah, I'm still okay. I don't feel the best, but I will get this new phone and I'll worry about the old phone later. So long as I can use the new phone, that's the best news I can that's the best news I can come up with for now. Don't worry about the old phone, and so long as I can use my new phone normally and life is pretty much plodding along, if I'm not that sick, then yeah, I'll just keep going how I'm going now. So yeah, I'm very pissed off. But if I find anything, like any new changes next week that I'm not happy with, anything goes wrong, and it doesn't help me or anyone else to say don't be negative, because being optimistic is just a type of denial, denying the reality of life and denying that life can be great, but it can also be very fucking horrible too. So be optimistic, but don't be in denial and, you know, try and suppress negativity, because, you know, there's denial and there's narcissism, and they're two different fucking things altogether. So, you know, I hope that next week is better than this week. Let's just say that for now, because I can't speculate on what I don't know. I can offer some guesstimations and some speculations, but if I don't know something, I don't bloody know. So when I get bad cold symptoms, I usually don't get a really rattly chest. You know, it goes a bit rattly, then it's like, oh yes, I've coughed all that up, I feel okay. My chest is fine. You know, well, since Saturday I've had rattle and you know, and it's all rattly, like it feels like I'm breathing through bloody fluid, and when I'm laying there I can literally hear myself go like wheezy and rattly and just weird, just not normal. Sometimes it feels like I can feel the air running through my chest like it's running through bubbles or something. Cough it all out, that's a bit better, but still rattly, still clunky, still weird. More coughing. Kind of better, but still a bit. It's certainly... it isn't suddenly deteriorating to the point of I'm collapsing. It's not doing that. But it is really fucked. Like it's trying to get better, but it's just... like it's taking longer than usual to get better, kind of thing. So am I actually getting better because I feel like it? Like I'm getting well? Like I'm sick but I'm slowly, rather than going downhill, I'm making a slow incline up the steep hill kind of thing, like grinding, moaning, revving up the hill. Am I doing that? Or am I just thinking optimistically and getting more sick anyway? Fuck only knows. So don't get me wrong, be optimistic and have a decent imagination. You don't have to be nasty and negative in a narcissistic fashion, but being fucking optimistic with no room for, I could get more sick, not to suggest that it's happening, but I just have to be really, really careful, just in case. Yeah, I'm fine, but you never know. You know, if you don't leave room for those uncertainties, then you're pretty fucking stupid. Because, A, I could be perfectly fine and by this time next year I won't remember having this bloody illness, or I will have forgotten about it until something jars my memory and I'll be like, oh crap, I remember that. Oh, yuck. No. Not good. Not good. But in saying that, you go, hey, I'm fine, and then suddenly something goes wrong with you. What do you do when you haven't prepared yourself for getting super sick? It's not like I wake up every day of the week getting ready to die or anything like that, but if something goes wrong with you, the older you get, the more you have to think, while I'm comfortable, I have to do the washing. While I'm comfortable, I have to do some chores just in case, because I could wake up really good tomorrow and just live as normal for the next 50 odd years, 30 to 50 years, or maybe my life will fuck up and I'll be glad to have done some housework, because the next day could be really, really shit. And I'll go, well, screw this crap, but my house is pretty good for now. If someone shows up to help me, all they need to do is put the clean washing away. They don't have to wash it, they don't have to dry it, just put it away. Which will take them 10 minutes or less. And the rest of the housework, whatever, just do a quick dusting and a quick mop, another 5 minutes is gone. So people would only need to take about less than half an hour to do a small amount of light housework, but they won't be spending the next 3 hours doing housework for me just because, oh, whatever, I'll just wait till I'm really sick and then make someone else do all my housework for me. No, I'll do it all myself. So when my life is fucked and I can't do anything, the most someone has to do is enjoy a cup of coffee and biscuits and something to eat and just do 20 minutes worth of housework each day. 20 minutes or less. That's all they need to worry about. They don't need to spend 3 hours every day cleaning. If someone did that, I'd be like, oh, you're crazy. Like, my house is, maybe it's not perfectly clean, but it's certainly not bloody filthy. Why are you trying to make it look and feel like a damn hospital for? It's not a medical clinic. It does have to be clean, but it doesn't have to be bond clean, like an unlived appearance, as if it's not lived in. Like, Jesus, you know, you don't have to be that pedantic about keeping a precisely, immaculately clean house. I mean, go for it, but it's not necessary. I've got soothers there, but I can't have those with a wet cough, because if I do that, it'll stop me from even coughing up that phlegm and I'll get even more sick. So I just can't have soothers with a productive cough. Where's that Vicks Creamer? Where is it? I found it. We'll use that for a bit because it sort of is a decongestant. Just going to keep it in front of my nose for a while. But in any case, it's helping me get rid of some phlegm, which is good. I've got the other nose spray there, but it isn't working properly, the fucking thing. Usually works very well, but I don't know what's going on. So yeah, the way I help, not that other people live here, but the way I help keep my situation really comfortable is, if anything stuffs up with me, I've already got a 95%, clean, 95% super clean house, and if someone wants to spend 3 hours cleaning it because to them it looks filthy, or maybe the standard they're looking for is a clean house that looks like you don't even live here, maybe, then yeah, people can do their own style of cleaning. I won't complain. I'm not expecting it to be scrubbed and mopped from floor to ceiling, as it were. Like, I'm just not expecting that kind of pedantic shit when it comes to house cleaning. But what I do expect is, if I think anything's going to happen with me, but maybe it won't, maybe I'm just paranoid. Okay, so I can do some housework, take a break every 20 minutes, have a rest for 2 minutes and keep going until it's done. And if I figure out the next day that I am not actually being paranoid, well, at least I can tell people that they only need to worry about me getting better. They don't need to worry about my house being a mess. And I'll tell them, if you see anything out of place, don't touch it. It isn't their space to touch things and move it around. Just leave it. If they want to know anything, ask me, and I'll say, I didn't mean for that to be left on the floor. Can you put it up on the table so I can find it when I get back home? That's one thing, but just coming in and rearranging everything without asking is not happening. Certainly isn't happening. So yeah, I think it's just a bad, I don't know if it's a chesty cold or it could be something else, and I think it's a cold, but it isn't a cold. So I don't know what I'm in for until I speak to this doctor on Monday. Now, depending on the situation, I'll do a recording after my appointment on Monday, but I don't know if it will be that night when I'm in bed, or if it will be the next day, or maybe I'll do the recording straight away. But if I'm told not to mess with my phone too much because of expecting phone calls, or I've got to keep it charged because I've got to go out suddenly, or I have to stay home and wait for someone to bring medication around or something, I don't know what's going to happen. But I will try and do a recording. There we go. I will try and do a recording on Monday at some point after lunch. I think after this appointment, if I have to go out, I'll ask the doctor if I can still eat lunch, and I'll have something to eat. If I can't eat lunch, then it just means I have to go out and eat nothing until I'm allowed to eat again. So we'll see what happens from 11:30 a.m. onwards next Monday. We'll see what happens. My ears, which were really severely blocked, are starting to unblock. So maybe there is an optimistic but not a certain, 100% certain possibility that I'm getting better. I do keep coughing up phlegm, but I can't just take medication to stop that and let my chest clog up until I'm dying, because the way you fix that is coughing and taking a few really big breaths deliberately. And even though I shouldn't be talking too much, I am talking too much and suck eggs. No, in all seriousness, you gotta keep breathing in really deep, and don't get stupid about, breathing really deep the entire like a breathe in really deep, all the day until you go like really dizzy. Like, don't do that. But at least keep the lungs moving. And don't just sit there and go, oh, my chest is irritating / hurting me. I'll just not breathe very deep, because that doesn't help anyone. So there is another medication I can take to help me, but it causes zombification, aka severe sedation, which thankfully doesn't make me sick at all. So I don't feel unpleasant or unwell. I feel really freaking drowsy and tired and a bit, not yucky as in sick yucky, just yucky as in, not like yucky like that, but like, oh my God, I feel like I'm sitting here, I'm gonna fully wake up on the floor in the morning and not know how I fell off the bloody chair in a minute. Like, I'm sitting there, when am I going to suddenly wake up with a bloody sore head, not knowing how I fell over? So, certain medications are good for what they're designed for, but you sort of have to be lying down so you can sleep it off. But I just don't go taking those medications hardly ever. I just don't take it unless it's, I try to sleep and I'm awake all night, but I've tried to sleep and it didn't work. So, of course, the next night I need to go to bed and sleep. So, take medication. Or maybe I wake up in the morning and I'm that sick that I'm like, screw it, I'm meant to take this medication at night time, but today I'm absolutely train wrecked and I feel absolutely shocking to the point that I can barely even walk around without passing out, then yeah, I might just have to take this medication, but not take it each morning, not even every day or every night. Just take it. Don't worry about the next few days. Just take medication when I need it, because, my damn fucking life, Unless I get that severe, I won't take this medication. So, so yeah, I'll just have to see how I go and use my nose spray again later tonight, wondering why the heck it didn't work this morning. It didn't work. So yeah, I can be optimistic about life getting better generally over the next week, but I don't want to leave room for reality just in case something goes wrong and it needs fixing. Because living in denial where you can't have issues because you're too young, or you're just not that kind of person to get sick, or it just does not happen to you. Maybe it doesn't, but Jesus, live in the real world, for crying out loud. Live in reality. Be happy, you're usually always fine. Life gets depressing and life sucks, but you're just going to assume that you're okay. Do that. But don't be stupid and live in a fairy tale land where problems don't exist unless you want them to exist, or you get better because you want to get better, or you die but you can magically suddenly come back to life because you thought about coming back to life. Come on, guys. Let's get with the let's get with the bloody real world. Let's just stick with what happens in real life. Let's just stop dreaming. You know, it's all right to be nice and pleasant and you'll be fine, but don't be nasty and, don't say that, that's negative. Why shouldn't I say that? Why shouldn't I say what I've said? It's just one of those things where you just have to hope you'll be okay, and if you're not, you make sure you've got your life and your home in order. And then when you come back home from wherever you've been to, hospital or wherever, then you got a clean home and no one has to worry about it. But in any case, I do have the shits because my health was getting better and better, and now it's fucked. So I'm extremely pissed off about it. Very pissed. The other thing I did was put some white bread in the freezer because now I get to choose if I want to eat white bread, multigrain bread. Well, I keep white bread and I keep multigrain bread. So either way, I keep them in the freezer. And if my workers say, oh no, that's not white bread, I'll say it doesn't matter to me, it's bread, I'll eat it. And then I'll just say, can you make sure it doesn't say wholemeal? Make sure it says 7 seeds or 9 grain or multigrain, or make sure it says something that's not wholemeal. Because I've eaten wholemeal bread and it's disgusting. Brown bread is fucking gross. I hate the taste of it. Tastes like crap. Tastes like sawdust or something. Oh, yuck. I can't even use that lidocaine throat spray anymore because I used it on Saturday and Sunday when my throat was really painful. It was sore. But I found out from the pharmacy people that these throat sprays aren't supposed to be used for a long time. 5 days or less, they say. And you can use it up to 7 times a day, but that is very liberal. So 7 times is 3 sprays in your throat every 3 hours. But it's not, you can do that, but it's very short term and you have to get reviewed by a doctor to find out how often you're using this spray and if you need to use it less or more often. And you can poison yourself. It's poisonous over a certain amount where it can kill you. And it's kind of not a decent way to go out. Not decent at all. So I only used it on Saturday and Sunday twice each day. And I took Panadol and small amounts of ibuprofen when needed, and that was it. So not even every 6 hours or 8 hours, just only as needed. So if you take it, you've got to wait for 8 hours. Well, Panadol is 6 hours, Nurofen is 8. So you got to wait for 8 hours, and then if you don't need it, don't take it. Don't just keep taking it every 8 hours. Just take it. If you really need it, then use it. If you don't, 8 hours is up so you can have it, but don't actually take it until you feel like crap again. Same with the Panadol. You're not taking it every 6 hours for the sake of, okay, 6 hours is up, I now need more Panadol. You take it because you need it. If you're in enough pain where it's, I guess you've got to take it every 6 hours because you're super sick and dying, then yeah, that's different. But yeah, I just took what I needed and that was it. And today I haven't taken Panadol or Nurofen. And my chest is bad, but just not as bad. It's starting to get better. I don't know if it means I'm actually getting better or if it feels like I'm getting better for now, but between now and next Monday I could get a bit worse before I start getting better again, or maybe I'll just get better. Maybe I'll be just fine. But I'm not going to turn it into a fucking fairy tale little girl's tea party where everything is happily ever after. You know, when, great if it is that way, but fuck, what if something actually happens? Something bad, I mean. What if I wake up tomorrow and I'm as sick as a fucking dog? This chocolate milk in coffee is beautiful. It's yum. So yeah, I'm hoping I can still go out on Tuesday next week. If I find out that I can't go out, then I'll just have to cancel this appointment. I'll just have to cancel it and stay home. We'll go and get whatever medications I need and just stay home. I can use Uber Eats to get sushi. I won't do that until next week because between now and then I need to keep my money in case I need to spend it on whatever I need to spend it on. But next week I'll be quite happy to use Uber Eats to get Japanese food. I don't know how long this rattly cough will last for, if it'll be another week, or I might need to treat it on Monday next week. I might need to treat it to actually fix it. Who knows? I feel like with my constant coughing up phlegm, I'm slowly making my chest less rattly. But then again, if I just sit around and sleep, I'm not coughing when I'm sleeping, so my rattly chest could just come right back. So, yeah, I've got the shits because I don't know what I'm going to do next year when it comes to my NDIS plan, having to let people know that I can get sick without warning and put everything on hold for a month. I'm not waking up like, hey, I want to see how fucked I can make my life today. It's not like I can rewind and go, all right, there's a germ coming for me, I'll avoid it. I can't rewind and pause and edit stuff that happens in my life. I can't press edit and fix it. Can't go back and fix what I didn't like. Like what happened several years ago when someone suggested, I don't know if it was just mainly a joke, it probably was, but you know, someone was concerned about me going to the hospital because of a cold, and I said, well, it's kind of hard to say because I can't just rewind and edit what I didn't like about getting this cold and then suddenly getting really sick and almost getting bloody a heart attack as a result and bloody dying. Like, I can't just go, wait, stop, I need to press pause, press rewind, just before I'm about to get really sick and delete that part out so that I don't get sick. I just can't do that. So no, I didn't just go to the hospital because of a stupid cold that got a bit worse. I treated myself like I am doing now. And I happened to get really much worse. And I couldn't stop spewing up, and I thought, it's going to be hard to treat that, isn't it? Because I don't have control anymore. So the doctors tried to get me to, I guess, magically feel good. Nope. Keel over and almost die instead. Oops. So, yeah, skip forward a few hours and I was glad to start to actually feel better. Two bags of IV drip fluids later, I could go home and eventually I took a 10-day course of iron. You get these Voost tablets that you drop in a cup of water and you drink it when it dissolves. So I took all those, increased my iron level a little bit. And now I'm told not to even touch iron supplements. Don't go anywhere near them. Don't even take the gummy iron supplements. So, that was years ago, and now I just have to hope that this stupid illness doesn't get out of hand. Maybe it's just some crappy cold. I don't reckon it is necessarily a cold. Feels like it could be a cold, but it's hard for me to say, oh yes, I've definitely got a cold. I know it's a cold. I'll be fine. I don't know it's a cold. I feel like it's a cold, but I don't feel sure that it actually is a cold. And colds don't usually make my chest extremely rattly. You know, where I've got so much phlegm in there that I can hardly breathe, and when I eventually start to feel better from coughing up all the phlegm, it's like, no, colds aren't usually that bad. They are bad, but they're not usually that bad. So, yeah, I guess I'll just see how I go and hope that I come good, and I hope I don't need medical treatment next Monday.
Stop button.
I'm going to stop this recording and do a new one and do some gathering expeditions in Swordy Quest. And I want to try and kill as many dragons as I can, but I also want to try and collect some more golden enemies. I really need to get some more golden enemies. And I just have to see how I go with that. In any case, I don't know what my health will be like for the foreseeable future because of this fucking illness hitting me out of nowhere and my blood test results being a bit wacky. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. And if it's just because of getting a cold that my blood's fucked and I might need to get another blood test in a couple of weeks, you know, if I get some blood draws done every 2 or 3 weeks until I'm fine, well, fuck it, I'll just do that. I'll just see what happens. But, oh God, in any case, I will hope that I don't get any worse, because I can hope for the best, but things aren't looking very certain right now. If it is extremely, extremely serious, then to stop any major upset to everyone in the community on YouTube and anywhere in real life, I'm choosing not to say anything because there are just certain things I don't want to say. I just don't want to say anything if it's bad. If it's bad, like, oh, I need to take medication for the next 6 years, then bugger it. You know, that's what happens. But if it's more serious, I'm not saying anything. It's how I'm choosing to handle things. There are just some things that don't need to be said in public or even in private. There are just some things that don't need to be said. In any case, I'm going to upload this recording and I'll come back and do another one with Swordy Quest.
Stop button.